San Francisco is home to big bridges and big rolls of sushi. The Oriental Kitchen in Colma, California serves up the giant 4-pound Wimpy Roll Challenge. Packed with fish, chicken, nori, vegetables, and yes, rice. It is a fried food lover's dream. Eat the whole thing in one sitting and the $40 meal is on the house. Could we get it done in time? Or did we end up needing a bigger boat? You'll have to watch to find out. Welcome back to another Freak Eating Challenge. No fanfare, no BS, no stalling. This one happened 7 hours after the Big Donut Challenge in downtown San Francisco. All that sugar from the Big Donut powered a walk through the Fisherman's Wharf, where we visited the aquarium of the bay and strolled through some touristy shops on the waterfront. I may or may not have purchased some chocolate-covered jalapenos and crazy socks. For dinner, it was once again time to meet up with the guys from Drinking with TNA for more food challenge shenanigans. Alex tussled with a giant donut at lunch, so it was Tommy's turn to step up to the plate and take on the restaurant's spicy atomic roll challenge. I was going to do battle with the 4-pound capacity challenge, inappropriately named the Wimpy Challenge. There's nothing wimpy about a giant roll that's equivalent to 18 normal size sushi rolls. Giant sushi roll challenges are rare, so I wanted to make sure we stopped by this place during our trip through the Bay Area. I've eaten tons of big burritos, big burgers, and big pizzas, but big sushi is much harder to come by. The 4-pound Wimpy Roll Challenge basically consists of a double portion of the 2-pound Godzilla Roll, which appears as a normal item on the Oriental Kitchen's menu. I remember the Godzilla Roll sold for $25, and that's a great deal if you have a whole table that wants to partake in fried sushi. If you're ordering the Wimpy Roll though, be prepared to wait. The sign and menu warn you that the challenge can take a while to make. We waited almost an hour until my Wimpy Roll came out. Tommy's Atomic Challenge came out much sooner, in fact. The Atomic Challenge is designed to be intense and punishing, but not very big. The Wimpy Roll, on the other hand, is designed to be delicious, but it will test your endurance and stamina for eating big. What really impressed me about the Oriental Kitchen staff was how enthusiastic everyone was about the challenges. The server, the attendants, even the owner were excited about the two of us attempting the two challenges. The owner actually invited me into the kitchen so I could see him place my Wimpy Roll on a scale and show me that it really was just over 4 pounds. He wanted me to be sure that everything was fair. That's a pretty awesome touch that more restaurants and managers need to start doing. It just feels like there's too many restaurants that feature challenges but the staff doesn't really care about doing them. This place is different. And one more thing, the owner took so much pride in his work as a chef that he came out to the dining area during the challenge and made sure that we liked the taste and were enjoying our experience. I don't get that too often at all. Giant sushi rolls are actually very hard to eat. They look pretty on the plate, but once you pick them up and bite into them, they fall apart, and you have a mess all over the rest of your beautiful sushi. I couldn't find any way to eat them neatly. The mix of taste was interesting, but after a while the flavor and texture of the rice becomes the only thing you really remember. The outer ring of fry batter had a good flavor, it didn't taste greasy, but it was an unusual mix of chewy and crunchy that made the outer part of the roll the hardest part of the challenge to eat. Add to that the fact that every piece had a giant fried ring on the outside, and eventually the process of trying to eat that hard-to-eat fry batter gets a bit monotonous. You don't notice this problem so much on regular-sized fried sushi rolls, but on big ones it becomes a lot more obvious, because that fry ring is just so much bigger. You may not know it, but sushi is actually my favorite food. While I enjoy this challenge immensely, I can't say it's my favorite challenge ever because my preference is fresh, not fried. Had this been a fresh, giant roll, it would have been much more to my liking, but it was still incredibly good. Think about baseball. It's kind of like the difference between hitting a home run and hitting a grand slam. Both are great, but one is outstanding. Oh yeah, did I mention this Wimpy 4-pound challenge has no time limit? Seriously, you order it, it comes out, and you have until the restaurant closes to finish it all. As long as you don't go to the bathroom or lose your lunch, you have as long as you like to get it done. So there's clearly an incentive in arriving early if you aren't sure about your eating abilities. When my roll finally came out, I had a little over an hour before the restaurant closed. I never had any doubts that I'd be able to do it, but toward the last few pieces, the mix of fry batter and rice became very repetitive. I just kept on trucking, knowing that the end was near. My advice, go in a little after lunch hour. Give yourself more time and don't feel rushed. Here's a fun fact. I have only basic mastery of chopstick use. Don't laugh. Maybe in a future video I'll show you how ridiculous I look using them. But that's why I used a fork to clean up the plate at the end. My chopstick game sucks. They actually weren't super demanding about me eating every crumb, but I didn't want to leave any big chunks behind. After all, this video is going on the internet, and if I don't eat everything, I mean everything, someone's gonna comment about it. Check out TNA's video linked down below to see how Tommy did against the very different Atomic Sushi Challenge. They have a special rule there. If you cry, you lose. They also have a secret spicy challenge that allows winners to design a brand new roll to put on the menu. Next time I'm in town, I think I'll try that out. And that was a very satisfying finish. Hit that like button if you enjoyed the video. Share with a friend who loves sushi. I have more food challenge videos coming up these next few weeks. I thank you for taking the time out of your day or night to join me on my journeys, and I will see you in the next one. Special thank you to Drinking with TNA for joining me on another challenge, and thank you guys for allowing me to use your camera as well. I really appreciated that. Check out their channel for more food and drink reviews. So until the next time, stay in school, don't do drugs, and eat like a freak.
Alright, ready? Perfect.
What? Thank you. Wow. Alright, good job, man.
Thank you. It's a lot of Godzilla. That works, thank you. Yeah.
Okay.
The challenge that he did was
4 pounders.
yes, the 4-pounder of the Godzilla roll.
Right.